The Mode 1 Lateral Squat to Hinge. This exercise yields the highest return when it comes to developing coordination in all three planes of motion and ground force interactions for sports performance. Key activations include the soleus, gastroc, adductors, and glutes. Primarily, the exercise is going to improve the stabilization of the lateral line and deep frontal line. Because the exercise mimics a number of sports actions, it can serve as preparatory training, especially for those sports that involve a rotational translation of ground force, i.e. swinging, throwing, lateral bounding, and quick cuts. When utilized correctly, the exercises can even intersect sport-specific training. Setting up for Mode 1, I established that the chassis wheels are fixed on and the Z-board is securely mounted through the center hole. I position my trail leg heel just outside the wheel closest to me and the arch of my lead leg in the center of the Z-board. Ideally, the Z-board is parallel to the chassis when mounting, but if it's perpendicular, simply place your foot on the board and rotate back. Always begin with the lateral squat first. It's a more stable exercise as your center of gravity is over your stance leg and you can use your arms as a counterbalance. The difference between the lateral squat and lateral hinge is that in the hinge, your center of gravity moves forward towards the lead leg. The lateral hinge demands a high degree of end range stability in the hips as well as 360-degree core strength. An effective way to scale the exercise is with the assistance of a stick or a staff and/or with a block or a wall that ensures that the athlete will not stride more than 50 to 60% of their height. By gradually introducing greater stride lengths and external load, the lateral squat to hinge can be used to improve overall ground interaction forces and measurable improvements in sport-specific expressions of power. Other variations include the use of a therapy pad, which not only accommodates mobility restrictions specifically in the ankle, but will also alter the degree of engagement in the hip stabilizing muscles at the end range position. Utilizing a stick or a staff adds a second point of contact, increasing the stability of the exercise. This also allows you to work around typical postural instabilities observed in the lateral squat to hinge. Once you've demonstrated efficiency with either a therapy pad and/or a stick and staff, you can move on to externally loading the movement. The most common options include light to moderate loads with kettlebells, dumbbells, medicine balls, and in this case, a water bag. Due to the design of the hyperstride, these exercises are considered open chain, which allows you to scale successfully to the dimensions of the athlete and gradually introduce greater ranges of motion under load. This simultaneously improves recovery and drives performance.